Okay, we're live. We are live. Let me just get this set up. Okay. Wow, that sun is bright. Wow. Look at that. Huh. How's everyone doing? Oh, oops. Pressed the wrong button. Can't even see. Okay. Hi, Shelma and Timony. How you feeling? Hey, Remy. Um, I feel the same. My doctor called me this morning. Um, he wants me on the antiviral, which I declined from his nurse a couple of days ago, and he wants me on it. Paxlovid. I'm telling you, I took my first dose, and I've got this awful metallic taste in my mouth. No, COVID. COVID positive. You think I would have caught it at the hospital, but no. Um, I'm out of quarantine, but he called me on a Saturday. Wasn't that nice of him? And he said if I'm not better by Monday, he wants to see me. So he wants to give the antiviral for a couple of days. Yeah, I sound better. Wait till I start coughing. Oh, I could use a nap though. I think after this live, I'm gonna take a nap. Hey, Nana Patty. But thanks for asking. I wish it was just a cold, but the antibiotic you said gave me a reaction. It's an antiviral. The Paxlovid. Yeah, I just have a gnast in the back of my throat and like a metallic taste. And they say only 6% of people get it. Well, of course, I get it. But they recommend. I've read some coating your mouth with peanut butter before you take it. Um, or chocolate milk. Really, Remy? So I just have like this loose cough. So if anything, if I'm not better by Monday, he'll probably throw me on an antibiotic, but I'm trying to avoid that. Hopefully. Hey Debbie, hi everyone. Davida, Gladys. So let's get right into this. Okay. By the way, supposedly there's a break in the Delphi case. The Indiana Delphi murders 5 years ago. We don't know yet. There's no press conference yet. So the internet will be lit tonight. Hey, Shelby. Everyone. So look at someone brought to my attention. What did I do with that piece of paper? I can write down what I was gonna repeat. I guess Mummy Ramblings is trying to feel relevant again by going over to a where is that paper creator's channel who here it is, who was one of the victims of a stalking crime, um the Alex Belfield stalking case, the guy that was just sentenced to 5 years 6 months for stalking about 7 or 8 victims over in the UK. And I guess Mummy Ramblings is aligning herself with that, thinking that, you know, she's going through the same thing. Um, and if you go over to, his name is Ian Lee. He's one of the victims. I find him a little bit pompous, but I don't know. Um, Um, he talks about the case, and there's over 1,000 comments, and they're all, regarding the case or regarding him, his experience. And there's Mummy Rambling's comment. Alex Belfield, thanks for coming in the other night. So apparently he came in on her channel. So thanks for coming in the other night. I am sorry if the minions from the stalkers who are harassing me have stalked me to your comments. Doesn't even make sense. I'm reading exactly how she wrote it. But I know you know how these bullies operate. Hey, Jamie. Merb, look it. Look it. You have to make everything about you, okay? First of all, he's telling his story. Nobody wants to hear your fake, made up story that you're being stalked by all these people coming into your channel. That's not true because not even haters are going into your channel to comment. There's nobody coming into your channel. So obviously, she's trying to align herself with a victim so she can be a victim. She tried to do this with that other woman. Remember that woman who she shared the community post? She has like 1 million subscribers. And Merb tried to align herself with her bullying story. And so, what are your thoughts? I'm trying to look at the chat. The sun is extremely bright. Love Meg, yes. Well, that didn't last very long with the Love Meg. Lollipop, hello, Tonda. Nana Patty, do you have a poker face? Do you really want my thoughts? Of course I do, Remy. So out of all those comments, there's like 1,200 something comments under this guy's channel, Iain Lee. And she's the only comment that makes it about her. He does offer an email. So you could have emailed him to thank him. But no, you got to make it public and make yourself look like a victim. MRB is not stalked. She's not hated. She's a paranoid person who needs to fulfill her need for chaos and attention. Ooh, Remy, very good. That sounds very professional. Oh, Nana Patty, get your poker face on. Hope you got one. Trevor Menus commented there too. Right, Remy? You've earned your certificate in psychology by now. YouTube psychology. So, I was shocked by that because, to my understanding, she doesn't get trolls. She doesn't get minions. And again, I will read it. It's my thumbnail. Thanks for. Okay, I'm seeing spots again. I gotta give my eyes a break. Let me give myself a minute. I don't know why she just doesn't focus on her true crime channel. Because she's turning into huge drama. Huge drama. I'm just reporting the news. So she claims to be a victim of stalking, but yet she's stalking BBT's personal life with her minor children. Okay. Alrighty. Ooh, 93 people. Welcome everyone. Please hit that like button and leave a comment. I heard that helps the algorithms. Thank you. Yeah, it's a beautiful sunset. I like it when it goes down though, because it's blinding me. She's suing for defamation. Best of luck. She has to prove a financial loss or reputation assassination due to slander, libel, expense. Remy, did you go to law school for all the years you've been on YouTube? I think you went to law school here. Well, she's been threatening to sue people for a long time, but the ironic thing is she's getting um she's going to be the recipient. Hey, Remy, Judge Josephine here, your honorable judge of the YouTube court of crap. Okay. Again, Mummy Ramblings leaves an Ian Lee, who was a victim, one of the 8 or 9 victims of a stalking case over in the United Kingdom that's governed by different laws than the United States, as we all saw in the Johnny Depp trial, where Amber won over there but lost over here. So she writes to Alex in her comments section 2 days ago. Thanks for coming in the other night. So apparently he visited her in her channel, which nobody goes to. So I cannot confirm nor deny that at this time. Thanks for coming in the other night. I am sorry if the minions from the stalkers who are harassing me, who's I can't even read my own writing. Something stalked me to your comments, but I know you know how that these bullies operate. So apparently, while this man Ian Lee visited Mummy Ramblings Decapouge Shell live stream, I suppose, he was attacked by stalkers and bullies on YouTube. But I can neither confirm nor deny that because I was not there. Oh, I bet his subcom flew up after visiting Merv. Mm. Yeah, so she's trying to align herself with this guy and tell him that she's been going through the same thing. The same thing. I see 104. 104 what? I'm going to do a definition video with a whiteboard, teach people what online harassment, stalking, and defamation really is. Remy, that's a great idea. I love visuals. Hey, Mandy Hall, Yvette Paisley. How easy does she lie? Telling her panel she is running a doggy daycare. Well, so she just happens to have a couple of puppies in her daycare, right? That whine and scream during her live stream. Yeah. Yeah, we all heard that over at BBT's last night. That was ridiculous. Gorgeous sunset. Thank you. Anything for views. Yeah, Tondra, and I think it's obviously for attention. Again, her channel is tanking, not because of us. Um, Casbat has a great post on her community post about this subject. Yeah, I saw that earlier. Listen, yeah, Gypsy, whenever you hear puppies like screaming like that, you really need to get up and see what's going on. That didn't sound like a regular puppy's crying. Puppies can also fight with each other and hurt each other, but we all know how that goes. Hey, Tracy, I hope it think, left her channel after she said the woman's meds were messing with her head and that she didn't see Merv holding the puppies on Zoom. God knows what she's doing. She could have a soundboard going on. I don't know. The woman's tapped. She's tapped. Again, last night when I was over on BBT's, it's that whole live stream was like a Seinfeld episode marathon. It was about nothing. It was all about nothing. It was one big run-on sentence to the point where it was comical. Absolutely comical. Merva's positioned her chair so the puppies know Jimmy is in the view. Let's see the kennel license. No one would trust their dog with you. I wouldn't leave a goldfish. I wonder if the family portrait with a dead puppy is on the advertisement. Oh, May, one cannot spend 20 hours a day at her computer and be taking care of puppies. No, and she has a history of lying. So unfortunately, like the little boy who cried wolf, you're never gonna know when Merv is going to tell the truth if she ever does. Thanks, NC girl. So it's just one of our other tactics to try to reel in this Iain Lee. Um, because she is now aligning herself with him as if she knows exactly what he endured. Um, and obviously looking for his sympathy, empathy, views. I don't know. I forgot to check how many followers he has. I don't think he has a huge channel. Um, and these are one of these creators that will be here tomorrow, gone here today, gone tomorrow. News changes quickly. And this was 2 days ago. I'm sure this Alex Belfield case is almost just about history on the internet. The guy's locked up. Nobody was murdered. Murph thinks she's funny. She's thin-skinned and bitter. I never found her funny. I think she's very conniving. These little pranks she likes to do with Scooter. Um, there's nothing funny about it. It's very vindictive and always like an ulterior motive behind it. It's creepy. It's creepy. And the thing is, she has lost, in my opinion, she has lost complete focus of why she is on YouTube and why she first came to YouTube. And that's what creators need to do. Remember, when you first came to YouTube, you want to be a creator, you got to say, okay, why did I want to be a creator? A lot of people have swayed from that, which, hey, it's okay if you want to change your format. If you don't want to do true crime anymore and you want to do drama, to each his own. But I don't see that she's doing anything to improve her views or her subject matter. So instead of working on herself in her channel, she's spending that time seeking out other people to piggyback off of. But that's my perspective. Hey Daniel, I got your email. Don't worry about the spell errors. Happens all the time. I've been called worse. October's coming soon. I haven't set a date for Lizzie Borden's pet cemetery yet, but I hope you'll consider it. Evie, hello. I'm not sure if BBT is going live this evening. Um, I'll reach out to her later. Hopefully, she is working on creating a PayPal link so it's easier to drop in her channel um, for her lawyer stuff. um, her legal stuff, her legal stuff. So if anyone cares to donate to her, um, she is proceeding forward legally. MRB. So MRB, while you're talking and talking and talking and talking about suing and suing and suing, someone's actually doing something about it. So, and BBT Boston's PayPal is BBT Boston 123. If you care to donate anything, even the smallest amount, if you can, and she will come with receipts. Um, but anyone who, and I'm sure she didn't tell Mr. Ian Lee this, that, she's prying, Merb is prying into a real life person's um, personal life involving um, minor children with a custody case. So, and see, we over here in Boston, we work fast. We don't schlep around and just threaten people. I'm gonna sue you. No, we do it. We do it. Oh, Jamie, that's good to hear. Your puppy's healed, very active. Good. Someone should send him a link to the screaming video. Well, he did say anyone can email him, so I imagine his email. I'm not investing much time into his channel. Um, like I said, it's already old news with this Alex Belfield. I honestly don't even know, like, what the big deal. I mean, okay, thank God he didn't kill anyone. Yes, stalking is horrible, but on the standards of the internet, something like this case, it's probably not going to end. Probably already ended as far as being discussed. Um, so Merb needs to attach herself to something more sensational, sensationalized than a stalking case. Someone left a comment on his channel warning him away from her. I don't, you know what? He might not even read his comments, but he did say he did say anyone can email him. Um, you know, if you feel that he should be warned, I mean, I'm not reaching out to him, but, um, or he can learn on his own like we all have. And then he can he's been through this already, so maybe the second time around being stalked, Mr. Ian Lee, um, you'll know what to do the second time around, right? Oh God. Some people need to learn for themselves. Remy, don't we all know that? When I first came to YouTube, don't go to this channel, don't align yourself with this person, I agree, and we've got to go through it. In my personal experience with some people on YouTube, I wish I never had to go through what I went through. Um, with I too being a victim of real life, um, but I guess I had to find out for myself. Yep, Remy went through it too. Remy the is Tommy the turkey around yet? Remy's been stalked by a wild turkey. But no, Remy has. Remy, you've been through some real life stuff on YouTube. Everyone gets a turn. Oh my God, and that Christmas sweater. Yes, we have another tragedy. Mommy Ramblings was wearing an ugly Christmas sweater yesterday, and it's not even October. The Christmas carols aren't even playing yet. Yeah, the ugly sweater. Maybe she's having an ugly sweater contest. I don't know. Bob is not. What happened to Bob? Did you kill him? Yes, okay, you were fully doxed an account with your name. Hi, Joanne. competition begins. Can I put on like an ugly Hanukkah sweater? I wish Merv would be more open to, she thinks everyone's a Christian. Like, there are people from different faiths, religions, cultures, backgrounds, Um, and I will say this because Merv has also thrown Italians into one category as people with tempers. And I'd like to say that that is absolutely not true. I think it sucks to excuse one's behavior and blame your ancestors for the way how you are. And I learned that a long time ago from Sadhguru too, is that um, be your own individual and don't align yourself with, the bad behaviors of your ancestors. Well, I'm only like this because I'm Italian. Or my grandmother was like this. It's our DNA. Do better. Do a lot better. I think her opinion, fake Christian, and she is judged and jury. Oh, look it's evident. If you're gonna preach Christianity, then you have to practice it, right? Practice what you preach. And what BBT and I were laughing about, and I watched the replay today, and I laughed. I was in my car. People must have been looking at me like, "What's that lady laughing at?" I was laughing so hard because does she not see that when she preaches her religion, she's not even close to practicing it? And you gotta there's no self-awareness. And not even Jimmy is stepping in and saying, "Hey, like, what are you doing?" Um, you can't do that. So you're better safe for everyone, not even to bring religion into it, because you're really held to a very high standard. If you start throwing in your religion, especially if you're going to use it as a weapon, which is against Christianity, you can't do that, right? Hi, Louise. Good to see you, honey. She, like many others, thinks rules for thee, not for me, right? Oh my God, Christmas shells. When do the shells ever end? Ever. I saw an advertisement on YouTube. You know how, like, there was this reality show that people had a restaurant, and these consultants would come in because their restaurants were failing, and they would revamp the whole place and redecorate it and even look at the business aspect of it and make marketing changes, blah, blah, blah. They actually have consultants to better your YouTube channel. So I think Merb would really benefit. Nobody wants to see her lose her channel. So, Mr. Lee, if you're listening, none of us wish her channel would go away. That's what she thinks we're doing. That's her game plan. But we don't even really visit her channel, um, except maybe on a rare occasion if she does a real life stunt like she did on involving herself in a child custody case. That's um, out of state. That has nothing to do with her. So these, again, her comment of, you know, from the I am, let's read it again. Merb's comment to Mr. Lee. Thanks for coming by in the other night. That should be on the, thanks for coming by should be the other night. You don't need to put in the other night. He didn't come in the night. It's really weird. I am sorry. She apologized. I am so. Oh, not for herself. I'm sorry. My bad. I am sorry if the minions. Who uses minions anymore? Remy, is there a new word out there now? Flying monkey minions. That seems so 2019, doesn't it? Minions. Anyway, that shows her age. I am sorry if the minions from the stalkers who are harassing me have stalked me to your comments. That's not even a sentence. But I know you know how these bullies operate. No, he had a real life stalker. So it was a little bit different, Merb. He was stalked by, I believe, what he worked for the BBC, and this Alex Belfield was actually in his real life. So uh, he might not know what you're talking about because he's focused on his real life stalker, who he actually has known and for years. It's from a movie, those yellow cartoon minions. Yeah, I have one with a hula dress that I brought to Hawaii with me one time. The minions. And they talk like really cute. Yes, minions are cute. They're adorable. She needs to cut the crap with the triggered narrative. Those are two out of the four words that are thrown around the internet that I hate. Yeah, they're narcissist gaslighting. Yeah. Minions is very old. Time to make a new word. And it sounds very generic, so you want to be your own individual and use your own words, instead of just using the common, the minions, the flying monkeys. That's so generic. Hey, Kayla, kind of like weebles. Yeah, kind of. So it's just, again, another attempt of Merb to insert herself. And if you go over there and look at all the comments, there's over 1,000 comments. I think she's the only comment that makes it about herself. Betty White lives on a lake and feeds a cow to the alligator. Didn't she die? Daniel, I'm back driving down 24, still listening, but can't text. Don't text. Pay attention, especially if you're going down Route 24. For God's sakes, you'll get in an accident. There was an accident, Daniel. Was it in Massachusetts? I forget where. These two people were killed. She was driving down one of the highways the wrong way and hit a truck. That was on Fox 25 News. I have the app. Daniel, do you remember years ago that rest stop on 24, the Burger King, where that young woman was viciously murdered in the bathroom by a guy that worked at the rest area? He followed her in there and just for no reason just stabbed her to death. That was a long time ago. Could have been when you were born, though. Oh, you do remember? Yeah, she was a beautiful girl. It was like, what, 2 o'clock in the morning, and she stopped at a restaurant, and one of the employees there, this guy, followed her into the restaurant, into the bathroom, and killed her in the stall. Viciously murdered her. Gypsy, you remember that too? Hi, Aaron. Watching Dahmer on Netflix. Could we have a plug? Do you like it? Do you recommend it? It's called Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story. Season 1 has started on Netflix. Is it an actual documentary or is it more like a movie with actors? He went crazy. It was late at night. Yeah. And that was scary because I wouldn't even stop at rest areas for a while. Did Pink get her merch yet? Did I get my merch? My merch? Her merch? Are you talking about the contest? I'm working on a video. Um, So, this is a contest right now for just people in the United States of America, unless I can find a cheaper way to ship something internationally. Um, it's a pink party merch pack. My merch packs are always fun. Sometimes I just give them out for the hell of it. They're free. You don't even have to pay for postage and handling. Um, they're fun. They make you laugh. They're also self-caring. And the value, I would say, is closer to $150. Could be even a little bit more because Pink doesn't know how to stop having fun. Oh, look at this, because I bought something again today to add to it. Anyway, I'm going to upload a video this weekend, either tonight or tomorrow. I have a tree growing, a plant growing in my front yard. That's a sunflower, and it is extremely tall. It has not bloomed yet. It should by October, mid late October. And you have to guess how tall it is. And the person that guessed closest to it first, because we might have people who might say the same thing, wins the Pink Party merch pack. Hey, Alice. So that will be going up, that video, and I'll have the rules in the description. Um, and you have to comment. You have to leave a comment. No emails, no notifications like that in the comments section. And if you don't see your comment, because even though if I put allow all comments, some still could help for review. And so don't think, oh, I'm blocked. Um, I'll check the review comments as well. If you never ever see your comments, then you can email me and say, hey, I left a comment. Where is it? How tall is it? Feet or inches, centimeters? Feet and inches is fine. You know, you could say like 8 feet, 6.25 inches. I'm not going to do centimeters. That's probably going to be more challenging. But the first person who guesses it right, I haven't even measured it yet. And I'm not going to measure. I'm going to have someone else measure it and not tell me what the height is until, and I got to figure out like when the contest ends. Like if I start it, say tomorrow, I'll give it like 2 or 3 days. One entry per person. If you change your mind, delete the comments. If you change your mind or edit it, no, delete it because I can't keep going back to see if something changed. I'll have no idea. And again, the person that answers it correctly, the first person, and I wish everyone could win. I really do. I wish everybody could win a pink merch party pack because they are fun. All her neighbors know about Patricia, so they call her psycho. Merb has no friends, never talks about going to lunch with her gal pals, nothing like that. Yeah, Jamie. Sunblock height for look at this sunflower is tall, and I know they have a sunflower in the Guinness Book of World Records, and I'm thinking just by looking at it, I could be a world breaker, but I'm not sure either. But it's tall. And we didn't do anything. My son threw a bunch of seeds in the spring, forgot about them. You see this plant coming up, it looked like a weed. I move into my parents'. I'm not home for a few months. I come back and the thing is tall enough for my kid to climb out her second bedroom window and escape. Um, and it's, I thought my son said it was a Mexican sunflower seed. And my other son, when he comes over, he's convinced it's a weed. No, it's going to bloom. There are buds on it. Or it could be a pot plant. Oh my God. What if my son lied to me and it's really not a sunflower and it's a pot plant? Planted a bunch, but the Arizona heat wave killed. Really? So, Caleb, they say sunflowers are drought plants. You don't even have to remember to water them, and they can grow. Oh, you bet it must be a sign from your mom, right? Today's my mommy's birthday, and I can't see my dad because I don't want to get him sick. But he's okay. I called him, so it's coming pretty quick. You know, her birthday. She's been gone a month. Her birthday, and now the holidays. And I'm like, wow, this is happening way too quick. You just finished leaving your comment on Casbat's community post. Please don't forget to leave yours, everyone. I'll have to get ready now, but I'll be listening. Nana Patty, good luck with your poker game. Get that poker face going. And congratulations on your channel and your monetization, as everyone deserves a congratulation. There was a time when we all came to YouTube and we supported one another, right? And collaborated with one another to build our channels and weren't worried about who we were building them off of, etc., etc., etc. But apparently, MRB, thinks it's now a crime if we become monetized. And it's really sad because that's not the YouTube I know. We empower each other, especially as women, okay? And strengthen each other and lift each other up, not shove each other down. And you know what? To think if she would just stop doing what she would do, she could start building her channel up again. It's so easy. You just stop the behavior, you know? It's not a done deal with her. She can change this. But, yes, amen. Rachel, how are you, honey? Alice, nice to see you. Nana's got her poker face. Just keep your clothes on. Carolyn's deleted comments. Hello. Can't encourage you to give a thumbs up for Pink. Thanks. Thanks, Joanne. Ladybug Toes. Good to see you. You know what that reminds me of? Do you remember the song Popsicle Toes? That should be my troll account. I'll make a troll account called Popsicle Toes. And I'll be a minion in Carolyn's room, which nobody goes in there from my understanding. So she lied to that creator, Iain. I mean, she kicks people out if they don't share their social media accounts if they want to purchase something, So even when she's selling things and she has a potential buyer, I want your Facebook account, your Twitter account, Snapchat. I want your DNA, anything. No, I can PayPal you the money. Nope, that's not good enough. And you get deleted. Hmm. Right. So if you do not give her your data, Iain, she has no use for you. So, Iain, do not give her your data because she sells it. She sells it. Why else would she want it? It's like going into a store and buying a pair of shoes, and the clerk, along with your credit card or your cash, saying, I would like your Twitter account as well. Who does that? Who does that? It doesn't make sense. And also, as a PSA to everyone here, when you purchase something through an app, make sure you do it under services and goods. That way, it will protect you and it will protect the seller. Okay, if it arrives damaged. Now, someone told me Mommy Ramblings received a damaged piece of cutlery or something, um, and If it was from somebody she didn't know and she bought it through friends and family, she would not be able to get her money back. See how that works? So it protects the buyer and the seller because there are a lot of scams going on out there. So if you've been scammed and you purchase something, say through PayPal, and you've never received it, and this happened to someone I know, you will never get your money back. But if you show PayPal that was under services and goods and show them, give them the information that they need, they investigate it, you will most likely get a full refund. Vicky, hello. Kayla is going to make a video on my experience with MRB, but just want to look forward, not back. Kayla, you have a channel. Yes, that's the goal. We want to look forward, not back. And I think what's happening is people like Nana Patty, Davita, um, Mama Ames, and yes, occasionally, we have the need to speak up if we feel it's the right thing to do. But more than likely, people want to move on. And I think she sees that going on, and her behavior is getting more aggressive, she's more vocal. Um, and truly, people just want to move on. But when she decided to look into BBT's minor child custody case, I felt I needed to speak up on behalf of BBT. It's her story. I let her tell it. I wouldn't do that to BBT. But yes, I'm going to speak up and do what is right. You're proud of your drawing. Oh, Alice. Rosie found your email exchange last night with her from 3 years ago when my situation happened. Okay, Alice, I'll check out your last short. There's some Facebook post saying that MRB hasn't paid invoices they sent her. Well, I heard that with that Jay Bell's whole saga that she never paid back people who gave her money for the baby shower gifts. Why hasn't that been pursued? And I don't know what the statute of limitations are. Um, that's because you're a good friend, Pink. Yeah, I mean, don't go into people's, you can film all these young minors at a private facility, but yet call out other people and say that we're harassing your minor children at MRB. No, no, that's gaslighting. That's just manipulation, and that's not true. And if you don't want your children talked about, then don't insert them into your channel. The few times I've talked about them, I remember saying they're cute, um, you know, but when you put your life out there in the public, if you don't want your kids talked about in any way, you don't put them on your channel. Hi, Ivy Lynn, how are you? Because her rambling family cult members would never ask Mummy Dearest for a refund. Why wouldn't she get hospitalized the next time she loses it? Is it because then she can't own a like? I have no idea. I don't know if there's weapons, but I'll tell you, for someone who locks herself in a bathroom screaming on Father's Day that wants to harm herself, and this goes for anyone. You've got weapons in your home, please remove them or put a safety on them. No refund was offered, nothing. Wow. So nobody asked for a refund. Nobody. Nobody. After all that with J Bells, no one said, "Hey, can I have my money back?" Like, how did she get away with that? And also, she said they have. Oh, Debbie. Well, that's. Tell you want your money back now. Yeah, there's no reason you're entitled to that if it didn't go to what it was intended for. And learn a lesson. Don't ever donate directly to a person if they're collecting for something. Um, someone asked me the other day if I would set up a GoFund for BBT's attorney, and I said no, just donate directly to her. Um, Even with the best of intentions, there's just too much room for people to speculate. Think you ever emailed from 3 years ago and she unilaterally decided to put the leftover money into J Bell's account and no refunds? Was there proof of that? Was there proof that the funds, it was a transaction that actually went into a bank with J Bell's name on it? Hey, knitting artisan. Casbat did say, though, she saw some of the baby items in person. But still, there was no baby, so I don't know. Cautionary tale, though, right? So, in the future, do not donate like that. Either have the person create an Amazon wish list, um, but don't go through another person like that ever. We've seen it too much on YouTube with people, even with the best of intentions, wanting to do something good for somebody. And eventually, what's a year or 2 years later, someone questions it. Oh, it didn't really go toward what it's just a mess. Hey, Veronica. J Bell threw the baby out with the bathwater. Rachel Rose, hello. Did Jackie Burns get any money back? Barbara says she's never has receipts. So, you live and learn, right? Don't ever do it again. And I've done it too. I've done it too. I've donated, and my intentions were good. What they do with it, eh, that's on them. I don't think Jackie got all her money, but I don't know for sure. Merb is like a cornered wild animal, lashing out at everyone. She is. She just needs to stop. Stop it, Merb. Just stop. Because you're going to end up getting yourself into trouble. Seriously. And I've told her this before. Stop. It's not going to go. It's not going to go good. Because all this time you're threatening to file lawsuits against people and all these witnesses and trying to intimidate people. And we're like, go ahead, do it. We're ready. You don't file any lawsuits. But yet you're shooting yourself in the foot. Um, because this stuff is not on your time anymore. Pink, I have PayPal looking into my donation receipts. Okay. Hi, Earth Angel. Jackie is so sweet, plus she lost her husband too. That's why I believe she did not make a report to the FBI, even though all other victims made reports to the police in England and provided photographic evidence of those reports, but not Carolyn. Hey, allegedly innocent. Any update on the Delphi yet? I'm wondering if this is all a hoax. Supposedly, they've made an arrest, but we're all sitting on the edges of our seats, waiting. No, it was a hoax. Shoot. Shoot. Do you see how fast rumors and hoaxes spread on social media? Wow. Because I was thinking, oh, I'm not even going to take a nap when I go home because what if I miss an update on the Delphi case? Thinking that the police are going to come on and make a statement. We were looking at everything. Yeah. The only thing of interest is that Anthony Greeno was arrested on the 22nd. Rumors on social media are like wildfire. Pink, I wrote why I think Carolyn did not account for donations to J Bell's way up there. That was my afterthought. Look, I must have missed it. Do you know what size straitjacket is appropriate with 11 croc size shoes? Shoes are not allowed with straitjackets. And I don't think they even straitjacket anymore because it's a physical restraint. They don't even now, forcing someone to take like a injection or a medication for their behavior, you can't force it because it's a chemical restraint. Hi, peace. Wow. Has Gray figured it out that has everyone figured it out that it's a hoax? Hey, Florida Gray, nice to see you. Yeah, that's the first thing I did too, was I looked on the internet. Today's date, keywords, arrest, Delphi murder, Indiana, nothing. I think the earliest that came up was September, like you said, Jules, September something, but it wasn't today. Hi, Pink, I shortened my name. Oh, you were Peace, Love, and Lies. Oh, Gray is still alive. Carolyn is guilty, says Debbie, of one thing only. She cares deeply about things, situations, and people. After anyone has a loss like she suffered, everything is raw. She's a good person. Well, you have a right to your opinion. I have to disagree. I think it's when you involve hurting other people and using, a loss, then maybe you shouldn't be online if it's affecting other people. Although, I've seen this before, her unfortunate incident with her son. I saw it building. I just saw something about her that was vindictive, and all I have seen is that her using her son as a weapon rather. I've never seen her, using him to honor him. Um, so if anything, if anyone's a good friend to her, then hopefully they would suggest grief counseling, unplugging from the internet for a while. Um, you know, but when somebody, regardless of what tragedy they're facing, we understand people, their behaviors can change. But again, I personally feel when it affects other people in their real lives, then I can't. I can't approve that. I can't. And that's not to say that I'm minimizing her situation whatsoever, but I'm not going to play into that either. I just won't. Mm-mm. That's like me going around and hurting people because, I recently lost my mom, who I was very close to. Um, and I'm in a lot of pain, but I would never come online and start yelling at people and say, well, hey, it's because I'm grieving. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. But you have a right to your opinion. I respect that. How quickly you forgot sending her dirty makeup pads because you were so crazy, huh? Hey, held to the no. You can be put in charge for being helpful behind the scenes, so keep supporting her. I don't know how many of you I take down now. Held to the no, you know what? Let her have her as long as she's respectful. That's how she feels, which is okay. But I feel a different way. So as long as we can agree to disagree, um, I just don't think, using a tragedy and taking it out on others, and creating, this bull crap that she's being stalked and harassed, and please explain why she's looking into BBT's real life in her custody case with her minor children. Why? Why? And there's already receipts. It's already in the hands of an attorney. Oh, Tawanda, thank you. Pink is one of the best on YouTube. Thank you, Pink, for always keeping it real. Thank you, Tawanda. Is it true that Jay Bell's husband died 11 days after Merv's son? If so, no way Merv was able to handle it like she did. I honestly was not around for the Jay Bells thing, so I can't comment on that. BBT probably could, but I wasn't. But again, if you know someone who's going through a tough time and you see them online and they're just losing it or lashing out at others, and say even if it was justifiable that someone actually came in and harassed her, um, it's time to unplug for a while. And I'm really disappointed that Jimmy doesn't see that. Um, it can even get to the point where whose fault is it doesn't matter. When it's at that point where behaviors are unacceptable, um, you just got to unplug. Can you imagine how great it would be if all the hate would end? We want just peace. Hey, Kayla, I know how it would end for at least 2 hours if we all got stoned at the same time. Puff, puff, pass. For 2 hours, if everyone in the entire world did it, except anyone under 18, there would be peace in this world for at least 2 hours. Can I have an amen for that, everyone? Amen. Well, Vicky, she's been saying that for a long time, so just do it. You have enough medical weed, Rosie. Oh, Alice, thank you so much. Thanks, Pink, for giving a kind place to be and gas money for our sunsets. Thank you so much. And I should be going up to Maine soon as well, um, to see Black Eagle. I'm hoping to meet up with your main girl. I know she recently lost her daughter, um, but I want to go up there during the fall season when the leaves are turning and show you guys how beautiful it is up there. Amen. Elizabeth has never tried weed. The good thing about dispensaries, if you have one, is they have something for everyone. So if you've never tried it before, they'll give you something that's conducive, that's very mild. Um, can't wait to see a Maine sunset. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should spend a weekend up in Maine. But unfortunately, during the fall season, I'm sure all the hotels are booked. Um, California is where I go for great indica. I'm live, Jimmy. Jimmy! Jimmy! I'm live. Your neighbor smokes pot. It smells like compost soaked in cat pee. Yeah, I can't stand the smell of weed. Very strong, nasty. I would like you would like to drive up from North Carolina to see you guys. Do it. Sharon questioned Merv the other night. Has anyone seen her alive since? I don't know anything about that. Carolyn and I are good, more than good. Debbie, that's fine. That's fine. And I'm happy for you. Seriously. I don't know what I'm not gonna argue with that about you. I'm not gonna say to you you can't be good with her. You can't be friends. I wish you the best, the both of you, because I truly believe that we all need people in our lives, that we were not meant to go through this journey of life alone. Um, but there are several people it just didn't work out. And I wish Merb would just let it go for those, for whatever reason, whoever's fault, whatever, for those who left her, they're not coming back. And Merb discussing, what she feels are their intentions for being monetized. What does it matter? It's not going to change anything. So I just wish she would focus more on her channel and not worry about Nana Patty or Mama Ames or and if they're going to talk as I'm talking or anyone talks about Merb, do what I do. I don't watch that clip channel that she started or one of the Ramblers. I've yet to see. I think there's two videos. I haven't watched them. It's that simple and it's effortless. What you don't know will not hurt you. Okay? Focus on as a creator, why you came to YouTube, um, what you want to do with your channel. And when you do see people hurt, um, just as you do with Merb, yes, reach out to them, lift them up, support them. But, I wish she would let go of just the people who have let her, regardless of whose fault it is. It's not going to change anything. Hey, BBT Boston, what's up? I'm being nice. Is that okay? BBT, I'm being nice. Are you going live tonight? You had to cancel your subscription to Merv as money was so tight. And I was going through stuff and she publicly embarrassed me. Oh, I'm sorry, Vicky. And the fact that we have a MERP supporter in here, it's fine. Now, if I were to go over there and make a comment, I don't think she'd give me the time of day without yelling at me or plus I'm blocked. A lot of people are. People who just disagree with her, she argues with them or deletes them. So you see the difference? So she's not willing to even work anything out or come to any agreement. She's not willing to collaborate with anybody or have anyone on her channel. Or I've offered her to come on my channel, you know, as like I'll be a mediator and say, hey, what can we do to make this better? What can we do to make this stop? Because everybody is getting hurt at this point, but she won't. Yeah, I found another kitchen scam of hers. Wait till you see. Are you going live? Did you already answer? She won't go after Debbie till she thinks Debbie is questioning her. Pink, yes, and she has been treated with respect, not disrespect. Yeah. So as long as you're respectful, and if you enjoy her Merb, I can't take. Who am I to take that away from you? Who am I to say that you can't go there, or you can't start your own channel, or you can't be monetized? I don't own anybody. Okay, BBT is going live. So if someone wants to drop BBT's link, BBT, did you make a PayPal link yet? Pink lets people say their option. Murph just blocks and says they won't come up in alert chat. Honestly, and I know she's hurt. Murph has hurt a lot of people. But at the end of the day, right? I don't want to see her lose her channel, right? I want her to do better. It sucks to see someone miserable, um, and to lie. And the best thing she can do for herself, is to let go of the people who left her for whatever reason. Whoever's fault it is, who cares? Just let it go. Thanks, Alice. What did Debbie write? Let me scroll up. Well, someone just accused me of trying to kill Carolyn. What? Oh my God, I lost the comment. Hold on, Debbie. Oh, no, I can't find it. In here, did someone accuse you of that? She calls people over me and hates her. Well, someone just accused me of trying to kill Carolyn. Yikes, some people in here are acting like what they say she is like. Well, have you tried to kill her? I'm just being facetious. My mom would say that to me. If I got really upset with something, like someone at school bullied me and I come home crying and I'm like, they call me this or that. My mom would be like, well, are you? She would try to dive, it was just, and I'd sit there like, huh? I just thought of that, but no, I don't think you're trying to. Okay, why was she deleted? Joanne, why was she deleted? Where was the message? Oh, geez. What was the message? Hey, happy go lucky. Nichols, Merv fully doxed me, slandered me, threatened my son's career, called police on me. She needs to find her better. Yeah, and these are things that need to be talked about. Okay, can someone, why was she timed out? Because the comment was inappropriate. Okay, okay. So people have a right, like those who came up on my channel, wanting to speak what they went through. They have a right to do that. And you may not agree with it, but that's their experience. And you can't take that away from people. You can't say, no, that didn't happen. That was their experience. So you're trying to, when Carolyn does that, she's trying to take these people's individuality away, okay, and not allow them to be them, let them think for themselves, whether you think it's right or wrong. That's how they think and feel based on their experience. And all these people have been through it. You can't sit there and say, they're all liars. You just can't do that. She told me maybe the news stations would come to my house because 1,400 people were watching and they would have drawn such good attention for me to get out. And granted, I think Carolyn hits very low, very, very low. Um, and it's very intimidating to some people. Um, she finds out the vulnerable spots in people, and I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. And yet, when she gets clapped back, you know, we're the horrible people. Hey, thank you, pretty. Spot on. Thank you so much. So if we're going to allow Carolyn to speak and come up with this never-ending story, which I still don't know what it's all about, you know, people have a right to defend themselves, and you can't silence people. You just can't do that. And I think that's what Carolyn is doing. I think it's gotten way out of hand. I think a lot of paranoia, assumptions that she really believes this stuff. But yet her actions of going real life on BBT, it's just inexcusable. How can you sit there and never apologize for one thing when there's been absolute receipts of what she's done? That's what gets me. Is at least say, "Hey, I'm sorry." Tracy, you're welcome. I mean, it's this is just from my perspective. I'm not saying I'm right, but I think I know enough that, everyone can have a voice, but you have to have boundaries and filters. And once you cross those boundaries, you're opening yourself up for a heap of trouble. So, and I've said this before, if someone decides to go real life, we all assume it must be someone we know. We don't know who's watching. It could be a troll that no one knows and just wants to screw with us, okay? Or is watching in silence and is getting angry, you know, um, and might do something in real life. I mean, this is playing with fire. This is no joke, and it's got to stop. Yeah, so I think she could use a reset button. I really do. So to remember why she came onto YouTube, focus on that. Start over, wipe the slate clean if she can. But she also has to take responsibility for the things that she has done. She has to. You can't go real life on people and accuse them of being the bully. What she did to BBT and a lot of other people is just, it's not acceptable. And when it gets to the point that it's legal and it's going to be like, oh my God, oh, it's going to be too late. And I have personally said to her to stop. And it's not a threat. It's like, this is real life. You can't screw with people's life like this. If you've got anger issues and you don't know um how to channel your anger, you need to log off and you need to get help. because you could end up in a lot of trouble, especially if you have little kids that you're raising or young kids. You know, the internet is real. Like some people think it's just this place you can go and you can do whatever you want. No. And again, Jimmy, what the hell? What the hell, Jimmy? Unless he wants this, he's just waiting for his wife to be carted away. I don't know. But I would think if he truly loves his wife, that at this point he's going to step up to the plate and say, "Whoa, Carolyn, this is going too far, and we could be in a heap of trouble legally." But apparently they don't care. ITC. Jimmy has Stockholm syndrome. Well, whatever he has, he's going to have some kind of syndrome when this is all said and done. 4-9 is not a man. Hey, booty hole. I think sometimes families too close to the situation to really see what's happening. That is true. That is true. It's a lot easier to look from the outside in. I was never a rambler, so I always felt I had a little bit of an advantage because I could see from my perspective from not being involved with her on the level that other people were. Um, no real man would ever listen to his wife say she and the kids are threatened and not get a job and get her out of there. Hi, Lady Almothea. Good to see you. And taking a break is okay. I can't imagine being live for hours and hours every single night. Uh, Even if you had a job outside the home, you're entitled to a day off here and there. And to live your life based around the almighty dollar, I mean, come on. You got to enjoy life. There's more to it than this YouTube shit. And just if you're worried about your channel's not getting enough income, you go out and you get a job. That's security. YouTube is not security. MRB has him repeating the lie. The others are responsible for their exodus from the water park. That whole water park thing is so ridiculous. I mean, Randy put the proof up. The proof up. She said she was promoting the park. She said it. We all heard it. And then she says she's never said that. The proof is there. Why can't you just say, okay, I screwed up? Take the videos down. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to be, you know, walk to the guillotine? No. Just do better. Do better. And the sad thing is, what she's doing is not affecting me, and I feel fortunate, but what everything she's doing not only affects a lot of other people, but it's affecting her completely, completely. And you see that in her. You see that. And to use Christianity as a weapon, and it just doesn't make sense anymore. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Debbie, I didn't see the comment that you would delete it for, so I apologize. Um, Thank you, Pink, for your graciousness. My opinion stands. as I only know what I experienced. Right. I wish some of your mods respected your business model. Good night. I think, and I'm not making excuses, but I think some of my mods have been personally affected. And yeah, we should all try to get along and not fight in here. Um, but you're right. It is your journey. It's your journey. And I can't fault you for that. I can't. You know, I've been through it too. I've been told not to hang out with a certain person, and I went straight into an online friendship with this person who totally burnt me and my family. Totally burnt us. And to this day, there's residual effects from it. It was my journey. And like I said, I was told not to do it because other people knew this person more than I did. And, but it was my journey to take, good or bad, good or bad. Okay. So listen, I'm gonna end this live. I'm gonna go home and make some soup. Some soup. No soup for you. And I think, I think the most important thing, as I said, when we lose our friends, it does hurt. It does hurt. But lashing out and micromanaging other people's channels because your once friend decided they wanted to, start their own channel or grow their channel. It doesn't matter how they grow it. I mean, you know, if people are going to sub to your channel, it's because they like you. Okay. Um, and whether whoever's, we all grow our channels off of somebody or something. These are just immature things. I grew my channel off of Molly Go Lightly because I came in to do parody. I had to pick someone, and that's who I picked. Would it be unfair to say, you know what, I don't deserve a channel because I parodied her? Because I got 1,000 subs in 13 days? I didn't know anybody. I didn't even know what a wrench was. So how unfair is that? We're allowed to monetize. We didn't kill anybody to get there, So you just walk away from each other and, you know, because Merv can sit there and be angry and you did this and BBT did that and just to get subs and they're fighting and Mama Ames is no friend to Pink or whatever the story is. Like, do not write my journey. Do not write my journey for me or anybody. And if friendships do fall apart, they certainly, the credit does not go to anyone who predicted that. That's life. We make friends, we lose friends, we keep friends. So, you know, you're not writing my story. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you. I do feel better. I mean, I'm on that antiviral now, but it's giving me that metal taste in my mouth, which is disgusting. But it's only 5 days, so the platform is making money off your content no matter what. So what if some of it goes to content creators? And if we want to build our channels, you know, you do it with kindness, collaborate with other people, support each other. Like look at Gray Hughes and who's the other creator? I don't even follow her. She's from Boston, but she moved down south. Um, you know, they support one another. I've seen a lot of like true crime creators that genuinely support one another, and their channels are doing great. You certainly don't want to fight with other true crime channels because then you're gonna You're going to get haters for subscribers. You're not going to have engagement, continuity. Your channel's going to be up and down, up and down. And there was a time when we did support one another, and I still do. If I see a channel and if I have a falling out with that creator, I'm not going to go live and bash them and say, "Look at all the subs I got for you." I might feel that. Well, wow, a lot of my subs went there. Well, what the hell? That's stupid. So has Sharon from MRB's channel been kicked out? I have no idea. But if that's the case, it'll just be another person again. It'll be the pattern is there. What happened with Sharon? I mean, was it just a disagreement? A di Buddy Cat, yep, doxed me multiple times. At Buddy Cat, doxed me multiple times over a few days. I have timestamps and all. I never went near her or chat or channel. She and her ferret saw me on other channels. She saw me. Yeah, P-Bay and Jelly was saying last night on BBTs that she's being followed, stalked by MRB, getting emails. I mean, she can't go anywhere. Um, and you can't do that to people. Let them go wherever the hell they want to go, period. Aaron never met a person who never apologized. Isn't it wild? Very well said, lady. Yep, we can lead the way with our kindness, treat people as we wish to be treated. Let's show them. And a lot of people like Merv think, everyone's here just to get views, just to get subscribers. And that's not true. That's not true. That's just like the prototype that people have developed, and it's really sad. A lot of us just want to come and connect. That's it. We don't depend on YouTube to pay our bills. Okay. We're not in that rat race. Um, we're not constantly looking at our sub count to see how many new subs we got and stuff like that. So that's unfair to assume that of people. And yeah, there are people out there who are in it for that, but there are a lot of people who aren't, who come together because they're like-minded and enjoy each other, for their company. Stephanie, what are you eating? I'm starving. I'm gonna have soup. I make noodles. I make like a chicken broth base. I'm vegetarian, but I like chicken broth. I'll eat. I use like orzo, like I'm making pasta, and then I throw in a package of Lipton chicken flavored soup, and you cook it until it's thick, not too thick, and then I grew up on it. My kids grew up on it. And then you serve it and you put a whole ton of pecorino romano cheese, freshly grated, in the soup. It's so good. And we call it noodles and cheese. Once my kids saw her intimate toy videos and realized how ridiculous she is, and what a watch party that was. The blackmail is not a joke to anyone, especially the FBI. No, I agree. No one should be blackmailing. You love cucumbers. My daughter loves cucumbers since she was a baby. Loves them, but hates pickles. And I remember when she first found out that a pickle is from a cucumber. It's wild when your kids or when your kid first finds out that their aunt is your mom's sister. I love it when kids find out these things about life. Or I remember when my daughter found out that her grandmother, my mother, was my mother. She was like, "Really?" Those are the fun times, memories. Thanks, Nana Patty. I hope you win a gazillion dollars at your poker. Get that poker face in. Hi, Paisley. All right, everyone. So tune in to BBT. What around 9:30? I'm gonna go home and make some sloop. Thanks for coming. Thank you, everyone, for the donations. I appreciate that. BBT, work on that link for your legal funds, your legal, your legal stuff, your attorney stuff. I'm also in Florida, right up the street from the federal building. Whoa! Should you need anything hand delivered, my services are here. Thanks, lady. Thank you, Jenny. Peggy, the most successful creators are not sitting in a vault like Scrooge McDuck counting their subs and super chats. They are focused on putting out quality content. Yeah. You do the right thing and good things start happening. You know, that's the law of attraction. I truly believe in that. You know, when you start doing good things, you know, good things will start happening to you, you know? And it's karma. Karma can be good or bad. And that's just how the universe, that's how I believe the universe rolls. Going back to bed. Bed for you, Carolyn Selita comments. Okay, well, sleep well, sweet dreams. Hope you don't have any YouTube dreams. I've never had a pleasant YouTube dream. Never. Never. My last YouTube dream was a meet and greet. So I had a dream of like multiple YouTubers, creators in it. And it was like, I'm like, I need to wake up. Like, I was in this dream and I knew I was dreaming and I wanted out. There you go, buddy cat. Keep your ears pointy and your tail flying high. Y'all be all right. Y'all be all right. You know, as long as we continue to support and empower each other as women, you know, can't go wrong. I speak with the FBI agent in Jax too. And if anybody, you know, like PB and J Jelly, I suggested, you know, if you're being followed or stalked by anybody, you know, or getting emails and being told what you can and cannot do or whatever. Keep a logbook, you know, dates and time. You never know when you might need it. And don't respond. Don't ever, ever respond to somebody who's stalking you, who's following you. Don't ever. Davita, you got off work early. That's great. You didn't have to close. Can someone put up a link to baby's chat? You mean BBT's? Hey, Doll Factory. Doll Factory, do you mean BBT? Yeah, I think it's a great community too, Jenny. I really do. BBT's chat. Okay, can someone drop the. There we go. Thanks, Alice. Thank you. My mods are so great. But yeah, just be careful before you delete someone's comment. Um, I didn't see her comment. One of Merp's friends, and I hope Merp doesn't give her a hard time for commenting over here. There's no ulterior motive, Merp, okay? If one of your subscribers is over here, okay? They have the right to be over here, okay? They were supporting you, so I hope you leave her alone. And, the goal is people, people have difference of opinions that can still, for the most part, come together and talk about it, you know. But with MERB, it's all or nothing. And that's unfortunate. All right. We'll see you over at BBT's tonight. And Nana Pat is playing polka. Hope she wins big. And Davida, I'm glad you got off early. And I know this is a tough day for you too. Um, and our prayers are with you and anyone else that needs some prayers. Okay. Good night. See you soon. See you all BBTs. Oh, Merv's speech was addressing Mama Ames that BB played in her live last night. Yeah, well, she needs to leave Mama Ames alone. You can't take away someone's right to feel what they feel, basically. But it's all in your presentation. So the way Merb does it, it's very vindictive. But Mama Ames certainly has a right to defend herself, um, because no one's going to be put into silence, because this was the big thing with them that they all felt when they were with her, they were silenced. And now they have their opportunity to speak. And you can't take that away from people, but you have to do it without being vindictive, without threats, Merb. And if you are going to threaten people with lawsuits, for God's sakes, just do it. Just do it instead of saying it all the time. Thanks, Doll Factory. All right, see you over at BBT's in about an hour and a half, 9:30, I think, between 9 and 9:30. Okay, thanks everybody.